My name is Greg Marcel. I'm a photographer that lives in Philadelphia now, but I was born and raised in Haiti and lived there until I was 19. Haiti had gone through a lot of turmoil in the 25 years since I was last there. I often wondered if anything would ever bring me back. The earthquake did. This is what I saw during the 9 days I was there. Most of these pictures are from the capital, Port-au-Prince. The destruction is endless. I remember while walking through one neighborhood, I had to put my camera down. After a while, I realized there were no homes left standing. All I was doing was taking pictures of piles of rubble. Before I arrived, a friend of mine who was already in Haiti asked me, "Are you ready to see visions of the end of the world?" I thought she was exaggerating. She wasn't. 2.5 weeks after the earthquake, the smell of death still permeated the air. My third day in Haiti, I visited a children's hospital in Port-au-Prince, Nos Petits Frères et Sœurs. Many of these children lost their limbs. Some of them also lost their parents. One little girl who had a broken pelvis was so excited when I entered the room she was sharing with 15 other children. Her face lit up when I showed her the pictures I had just taken of her. She couldn't stop giggling. After I would take a picture of another child, she kept asking me to come over and take another of her. I did, of course. Another little girl, who had both legs amputated, wanted me to make sure that I included her little stuffed animal in the picture. I think about them every day. Four days before I left for Haiti, I heard that one of the most difficult things to keep in supply was needles for babies. Through the power of social media, I put the word out to all my friends, family, and colleagues, and 3 days later, they had 2 suitcases filled with needles, anti-dehydration formula, and other medical supplies. Supplies still aren't getting to people as quickly as they need them, though. They're in desperate need of infant formula. This is my friend Johnny. He and his friend Frederick and their families coordinated the delivery and distribution of 167 containers of rice, beans, oil, and water. This is Yves. We went to school together in Haiti. He's a doctor in Louisiana now. For 3 straight weeks from sunrise to sunset, he went out on the streets of Port-au-Prince and treated anyone he saw who was injured. My friends Lillian and her sister Sandra, with private donations from Europe, made sure that mothers with children were eating. No matter how desperate their situation, though, one thing that hadn't changed since I left was the spirit of the Haitian people. 17 days after an earthquake that devastated their country, people were doing their best to get back to a normal life. Everyone offered a smile. but the country has a long and difficult road ahead. The rainy season is just around the corner, and hundreds of thousands are homeless, living under the cover of only a sheet or a comforter, or if they're lucky, a few pieces of wood. Two days after returning from Haiti, my friends and I were moved to start a non-profit organization called Groundwork for Haiti. If you would like to help, please visit www.groundworkforhaiti.org. Thank you.